Welcome to a demo video of a Papercade pre-alpha version 0.1.16 here, and with Papercade. And so here you can see a basic Papercade structure that a player is introduced to. Here it kind of follows a narrative arc. And you can see there's all of these little empty diorama boxes that the intention is for the player to fill it out. And you can do it in any order. And I think I want to start by editing sort of the game first, so we can kind of get a sense of what that might be. Now when I go into the edit mode, you get a little preview of the kits. And these are sort of templates that players can use, that are based off of different game mechanics and sort of game narrative tools. From, here's a dialogue kit, find the object kit, a little description, let's see, title screen kits, survival game mechanic kits, and all of these kits have different rewards. So there is a progression mechanic to learning how to use the tool. Chase kit, timer kit. So we're going to start with the survival kit, and because I have a little idea for a game that I think I want to make with this template. The first screen in the survival kit introduces you to what we're calling mixers, which are basically these little Mad Libs that kind of encourage players to add their own content. And so I'm going to go ahead and start by creating my profile character. Now we're going to have a library of different objects, including community created objects, so you can see what your friends have been creating. We'll also have 3D objects that you can find in the library as well. But in this case, since I'm creating my profile character, I'm going to try to import the image from camera. Hello. Okay, there I am. So bear with me, it's a little awkward since I'm filming the demo at the same time. So we have a little image importer, and I'm going to try to take a picture of myself as best I can. Okay, I think we'll go with that. And I'm going to use that. Now, here's a little glimpse of our image and editing tools. So I'm going to zoom in on my head there. It's very cold here in Montreal, -30 Celsius. So here's an image. We have sort of this auto image segmentation tool. We're still polishing the algorithm on it, but we're trying to make it fast and easy for people to import images. And you can see that it got most of my head there. We're going to add a polylasso tool in different shapes to make it a little bit easier. Let's see if I can erase my collar there. And it's not too shabby, a little rough around the edges, but we'll go ahead and go with that for now. And just enter my name here. And there I am. I've created myself as a little profile character in this game. And so the obstacle here, it's not my least favorite thing as it suggests, but I created my face, and you can see the time. And so this idea I have in mind is that the goal, so I have to collect 3 of these things, and this game is sort of forming in my mind where, maybe it's about Mike and I trying to get into the MEGABOOTH. And so there's going to be some kind of a silly goal that's kind of fun. And I had this idea about collecting unicorns. And, we need unicorns to get into the MEGABOOTH. And so you can enter rules here, but I'm going to skip this for now. And here's a little glimpse of my character that I created of myself. And here come the enemy clocks already on the move, trying to get me. So I'm going to go ahead and test this game. Oh, there's one of the unicorns that I just collected. You can see my score went up, and I have to get 3 to win. So I'm going to go ahead and keep moving around here to see if I can actually win this game. Alright, I won. You can see from the environment, this one happens to be just a forest environment, but we also have, you know, little vignettes that people can start with to help them set up the game. A kitchen, forest scene, you know, Wild Wild West. And we're going to kind of craft these so people don't have to start with a blank canvas. So they kind of have something to go on. And so back at the Papercade sort of construction level, you can see that now a little screenshot of my game was actually generated. And I can go back and edit it, the saved game. But I'm going to go ahead and move on and show you a couple other features of Papercade by actually going into Setup and kind of creating someone who's going to set up the whole challenge for the game and creating this Papercade. So I'm going to Edit, and we're actually going to start with a Find the Object kit. So I think so. I'm going to start. So I've already added a picture of myself, and so there's a few. Here's from today, and so I think I'm going to end up trying to find Mike. Some of our friends, and here's Mike, also with the toque, and it's pretty simple and straightforward. And it's the same environment. The same, you know, in forest scene environment, and here's myself running around, and Mike's already placed right there. It's pretty straightforward, and now from here I'd click on this little dialog bubble, which would load up the next section of the Papercade, which is going to be a dialogue. But I want to show you some of our more advanced tools. So I'm going to go into edit mode here, and now there's this sort of 3D editing mode that users can create different scenarios and mix up different models and add their own, so that, you know, not everything is going to look the same, and so that people have a little bit more control over the level design of their Papercades. And so in this instance, I'm going to make it, you know, it's the same environment, so it's this foresty environment, but I want to make it look a little different. So that, here we go. I'm going to remove this guy, you know, so that maybe you have a sense of you found Mike in a different place. And I'm also going to add an object. Now I happen to have a picture of HoloLabs here, and I'm going to import him. Oops. Here we go. He's a little small. Came in kind of small scale, so I should scale him up to give sort of a setting for this little tail. I'm going to turn off face camera and place HoloLabs a little bit over here behind Mike. Yeah, there we go. So that, you know, kind of better sets up our little story about Mike and Paul and HoloLabs and Papercade. And now that I've finished that little introduction, in the challenge, you know, I'm going to add some dialogue using the dialogue kit, and I'm going to add a title screen kit, and I might add some dialogue to the resolution. But I'm just going to go ahead and build that quickly so that you can get a sense of what the end product will be like. And so you can see here that I've gone in and added the other three. So now I have a complete Papercade. And I'm going to go ahead and hit play to sort of show you what the whole experience looks like. And I start out, and my goal is to find Mike. He's hanging out there by HoloLabs. Now, obviously, this game ended up being about, whoops, I keep moving that, you know, what's going on in my life right now. It's kind of easy to think about that kind of stuff and that kind of content. And so, let's just see what Mike has to say. And the adventure has begun, and here I am, and uh-oh, here comes time after me as I try to find all three of these unicorns. Oh, if they catch me, they're gonna get me. And so I've got 2 of 3 unicorns. Time is really... And I did it! I found the 3 unicorns we need. Okay, let's see what comes next. Okay, and so now the adventure is over, and we have a little resolution here. And so, of course, you can then go on to share that game with the community. You can use this Papercade format and open up new kits from your rewards find new Papercades that have new structures, go back and change this one. We think it's a great little platform that introduces a whole new way of game making for a new audience. And thank you for watching.